Rusty Wallace is our leader here as 48 laps are being shown in the books. 312 comprising this
crash up in turn 3.
Heavy contact. Michael Waltrip is involved. Let's take a look again at what happened.
Well, we see Morgan Shepherd trying to get inside of the Bobby Hillen car. They go up and they make contact. And around goes Hillen. Here comes
Bodine gets by.
Bodine gets by. Another car gets by. And then Hillen comes back across the racetrack right in the front of Michael Waltrip.
Trouble. Gant is around Brett Bodine. And Harry Gant.
Oh,
Marcus spins.
Richard Petty just
Larry Pearson got into Richard. Herschel McGriff is in it. And the last car in is Gary Collins out of California.
See if we can see what develops here, BP. 97 car slides up in front of the 26. Jimmy gives him a little boot. Of course, the 97's going around. Everybody jams up.
Mark Martin sliding through sideways.
Ryan Newman had nowhere to go. Martin did a great job saving that car.
He turned that baby, just turned it dead left. That's his old dirt track experience coming in handy there, huh? Another shot. We see the shot that Jimmy Spencer is going to give Kurt Busch. Just drives on the back of the car.
And it looked from there like the 97 was loose, and he slid up in front of Jimmy, and he was still loose. He couldn't get after the gas, and Jimmy was already in the gas.
Michael Waltrip barely gets by in there.
15, he got into somebody big there. His hood is a lot of damage there.
Looks like Rusty gets into the back of the 20 car. And then 22 car. Scott Wimmer gets in the back of Rusty, and then Kevin Harvick's got no place to go. Bobby Labonte has no place to go.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Another shot. It's a chain reaction.
The accordion factor.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody
Just lost control.
The guys got sideways there, and looked like Kurt Busch was one of them.
That looks like almost like there's liquid on the racetrack for all those cars to spin.
And everybody else just jams on the brakes.
Ward Burton zero goes around and around.
And nobody really did hit anything.
No.
Watch how close Kurt comes to hitting that outside wall.
Or Mark Martin. I mean, Mark Martin saved 2 race cars right there by jumping on the brakes and spinning that car out.
Mike Wallace in the 4 car.
Harvick got tagged a little bit there by the 01 car of Joe Nemechek. That was just everybody jumping on the brakes and the accordion effect.
Headed off into turn 3. Whoa, it looks like Jimmy Johnson. I don't know, did he hit Tony?
Rusty Wallace nowhere to go. Ricky Rudd, and it just stacks up from there.
See what we can. Nope, they've already got it going there.
I guess it was Spencer, Schrader, and Burton that were 3 wide, and all this behind them was just the accordion effect.
Here we go. There's Schrader down on the bottom. There's just like you say, you can't go 3 wide into turn 3.
Too many cars, too little track.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, we heard on the radio somebody saying, I'm not sure who it was, that Kyle got into the back of Michael.
Now watch the 5 of Kyle Busch, the CarQuest Chevy.
Him and Casey Mears in the 42 car get together down the front stretch.
Yeah, that didn't even have
had nothing to do with that other wreck up there. Totally separate.
No. He just gets in a little high. Casey was underneath him, forced him high, got in there, not enough grip, and the car just came around. Let's see if slow-mo can help us here. Whoa. Junebug got into the back of the 45 car, and Ryan Newman just locked it up and went straight in the fence.
Yeah, he paid the price.
Oh,
And there's some damage on the front of Mark Martin's 6 car, where he got to the back of Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 Dick Bergman.
And Junior got on the radio and told his spotter, go tell the 45 car it was my fault.
Guys, look at Mark Martin in the 6. There was only enough room for a car to get through, and he went through it.
He wiggled his way right through it.
Right there in the back, and it looks like he's going to get turned by Tony Stewart. It looked like McMurray came up. He kind of came in front of Stewart, thought he was clear, and he hit everything.
Cars, walls, inside walls, outside walls, cars.
Did Bill Elliott get him or not get him?
I think he got him.
You did get him? Okay.
And we know Kyle Busch did.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of chase it's been for Kyle Busch. Not the success he was hoping for. He's headed for the garage.
I'll tell you what, though, Chad Knaus and the guys, even Jimmy, are probably thinking, man, these are going to be the longest. Oh, there goes the 5-car round.
Yellow.
Oh, whoa, and it gets ridges there. The 97 of Ambrose.
Look at this 28 car. It's at the 38 car, all jacked up in the back. Somebody's underneath him. So much we can't even see who that is. Got a little fire out the exhaust.
That's the 84 of Scott Speed that he's up on the hood of.
He put it in gear trying to drive off, but no traction.
He's got a Ford Fusion in his windshield, and Speed able to climb out of the car. Watch the 88 car pull out of the way.
Yeah, it kind of happened in front of the 88, but then it all just stacks up more and more and more the further back you get.
See David Reagan with a lot of damage in the UPS Ford.
And Michael kind of gets the worst of it.
XC Jr. down on the apron, loses the traction again, gets sideways. Ryan Newman gets pushed into him by Sam Hornish. They both make it through, though. Then it just starts stacking up behind him. See Casey Mears just sliding his way through there.
Top of the screen there, see the 88 car sideways, and they stack up right behind him.
Yeah, we talk about utilizing that apron. It's really difficult to do on a restart, though, where you have low air pressures. It just, again, de-wedges the car so much, you just don't have that grip. The car snaps around in a hurry.
Around goes Vickers.
Oh, no, another one.
Low. Watch me, both sides. Come on.
Oh, this is wiping out half the field.
This is a big one on the backstretch at Phoenix.
Look at that.
Ryan Vickers got sideways and then was perpendicular to the field. There's his silver car up against the wall.
My goodness.
Jamie McMurray, part of the pileup. Bobby Labonte, after a great Daytona 500 with front end damage.
Let's see if we can
Jeff
see.
Burton,
Look at Burton.
all torn up.
The long dry spell for Kevin Harvick and Richard Childress Racing comes to a close at Phoenix. He slides to the finish line while they crash behind him. Keselowski threads the needle as cars crash to the checkered flag.
I don't understand why they didn't throw the caution there. The 10 car was losing a lot of fluid.
Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, all torn up. Patrick in the middle of it.
Yeah, he just got in the left rear. Danica, she just goes up and crashes pretty hard. Surprised the caution didn't come out here. And they should be thrown right there. Car sitting in the middle of the racetrack. Look at the streak. Wow. Brad Keselowski, very, very fortunate that he got back there without more damage and, wow, some hard hits right here. Wow, look at Danica. Took right there. Oh. What a mess. Look at that streak. Look at it. See Harvick just power sliding through there. A lot of cars. Oh, man. Kurt Busch hit a ton. Ryan Newman took a couple of hard hits. That's a hard way to get a top 5 finish, but that's what.
Kyle Busch, what a restart!
Inside of the 41 in the fence.
And now they're sideways. The 11 goes down. The 9 gets caught. The 41 involved. switch to the right side for Chase Elliott. Those two coming into this race were 5th and 6th in the points.
Right front fender up to the door.
Denny Hamlin looking for a win. In 2018, it's not going to happen here.
Or just alongside of Bell and Elliott. And around goes Logano.
All right, get it rolling straight here.
Yeah, you see him back there. And sure enough, John Hunter Nemechek run over him from the back. Round it went, right up into the traffic of other cars. Corey LaJoie, nowhere to go, right in his lap. Unfortunate ending.
Derek Kraus likewise.
Right back to 4 wide. Christopher Bell got a great launch right there. We've seen the 24 car of William Byron be a little bit better.
Whoa, trouble in the back and 2 cars in the wall.
Big wreck. They're still wrecking. Custer into the outside wall. I think that was Herbst.
Keep rolling if you can. Keep rolling if you can.
Christopher Bell will lead him back to caution here at lap 99.
You see him, the funnel starts here as they start the progression of moving up into Haley, into Briscoe. And I think that was Hocevar on the outside. Just runs out of room.
Yeah, Herbst into Haley seemed to be the first point of contact.
No, I think it was Gibbs is who it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the 54 comes up and they all get squeezed right. Oh,
you're right.
They just run out of room, man. Wow. That car launched up in the air.
19 jumped over the right front of Haley.
Yeah, Briscoe with a lot of damage.
Blew the side window out of Briscoe's car. That car's hurt bad.
Yeah, and I don't think that the 54 really did anything wrong right there. They just squeezed together, but it looked like the 19 and
nobody lifted. Nobody was willing to lift.
Those wheels grabbed.